Welcome to another process video from Freddie and myself. We're going to be doing some slow stitching and we're going to be making some stained glass windows, hearts of love, wonky hearts. We're going to use up some little scripts and scraps that we've been saving. Let me pull you closer so you can see how I make them. I'm going to start by using one of those lovely tiny scripts and scraps of fabric we've been saving up from our previous projects. You've seen me do this many times, but I just keep returning to this sort of creating, really. Just got my cup of tea here and take a nice breath and it's a nice, simple, easy project. And then when you're cutting these, you're thinking, oh yeah, I remember when I made that. What was I making with that gold last week? Oh, it was cuckoo clocks, wasn't it? Just chopping these bits up in here. Confetti fabric, that's what Michalia called it. Here we are. Community coming together. Our annual trip to the local allotments. Have you got any fairy dust I can put in? Oh, lovely. Thank you so much. A little bit of fairy dust. Just adds that little bit of sparkle. Next I've got my netting tulle and I'm just going to pop that in there. If I put it on here you might be able to see it a bit better. And fold it over like a little sandwich, and I want to be manipulating this fabric as I'm doing a little bit of slow stitching into the shape of a heart. Stitch after stitch and it flattens it down. Here we are, raking it all in there. That's it. Fold it over and I'm going to pin it into place, I think. I'll pin around the edge of that heart. Like that, and then it's just a case of I've got 2 strands of embroidery thread here and I'm just going to stitch around the edge of the heart to start with. Beautiful. Everybody has their own little shed and a portion of land for a peppercorn rent. Tie a knot or just go over the same spot a few times to get it in, and I'm going to go around the edge and then I'm going to add lots of stitching inside the heart and it just brings it together. can make these hearts for yourself or make them to send to somebody. This one is a heart of love, and I'm going to be, as I'm stitching, as I'm putting each stitch in, I'm going to be thinking of the person that I'm creating it for. Are you sewing over there, Flo? Oh, I can see you're using a magic wand that Linda sent you. Are you using a magic wand to create your sewing? Oh. Next, I'm going to take my wadding and some fabric, put that face upwards. Let's pin that on here. See how big that heart's going to be, so the shape in the middle, so it shows through. Right, so that's the middle, so I'm going to just fold that over here like this. There must be easier ways to do this, but this is how I'm doing it. Actually, let's cut the heart shape out first, shall we? Now you can make templates or whatever. Yeah, do what helps you. I'm just going to wing it, because for me, my hearts of love are wonky hearts. Oh, they strengthen up as well when you put lots of stitches on them, so it looks might look a bit wobbly to start with. There we are. Oh, that's great. So then just cut out a little heart shape in the middle. That little heart, I can patch it up. That won't go to waste. Oh, I shall slow stitch with that. That'll make a nice patch. Well, this one, what's this one? This one is suspended. So it's small, it's smaller than the hole and the netting shows. This one doesn't, but I'm just going to take it as is. Yeah, I'm going to pop that in there. So that one, they all come out differently. That's the thing with making things by hand, isn't it? Oh, unless you use a template, yes. And then it's just a case of sewing around the inside of the heart, because it catches the net, and then round the outside too. Just little slow stitches. Any stitch goes, big or small. Just a little time to gently sew. Do the stitches that you know. I'm going to put some fabrics on the, see what I've got on this part, on the back. That's it. Place them there like that. And sew round. Let's pin it on. Doing a lot of pinning today, aren't we? Just a case of trimming round, and you can see it's going to be like a little patchwork on the back. Going to just sit and do some slow stitching. Closely bound to a human heart, little white dog, you play your part in the levelling and digging and sowing of seeds in the garden that arose from hopes and dreams. The stitches are going right the way through because I quite like lots of stitches on my slow stitch. But yeah, the choice is yours really. Because you're going round like little bends there, I'm finding myself ruffling up the fabric. I started off flat and then I'm thinking, oh, it'll look nice. And it's a little bit easier just to ruffle that fabric up to go around the corner. Now, you know when we're making projects like this, I'm putting all the little bits in there. They don't seem to shrink down, do they? Oh. Take that pin out of there. And I love the fact that they're just all so different, our creations. Oh, so patchworky on the back and got the same material there. Let's get a little piece of ribbon, shall we? What have we got on this peg here? Oh, just some hand-dyed, inked up bed sheet. Let's put a little loop here, just so it can be hung up. And choose a little button. This is where those quilter clips come in handy because that's a bit thick going through there. There we are. Oh, I'll tip them out because I know you like to sort through the buttons. A nice variety here. Oh, little key. Oh, triangular button. Oh, that look quite nice. Oh, little badge. Gorgeous. I like that one. Oh, some of my little handmade buttons there. What does that say? Oh, believe. Oh, hard to choose. Which one would you choose? I went for the sunflower button because I always think of sunflowers as being quite hopeful. All those seeds of change and seeds of hope. Yeah. Sew this little button on here. And I will be adding, where is that? Oh, I got it out somewhere. some gold thread. Oh, it's in here. Yes, I'll be adding some gold thread, but let's have a cup of tea together. And I'll add the gold thread while we have a little chat. Thank you so much for joining us. I do appreciate it. Pour myself out a cup of tea and we can just have a little chat. Ah, see what Flo's been up to this week. Oh, I see you've made. Have you made? Oh, a lovely heart, Flo. And this is a postcard from Linda. Oh, that's wonderful. You love getting your own postcards, don't you? Here's another postcard that was sent to Flo by Deborah. Isn't it gorgeous? It's multimedia, using glue and fabric and paper. Oh, very effective, and it just looks like you had such a relaxing time while you're creating it as well, Deborah. Shall we put this postcard in your postcard collection? Here it is. She's getting quite a few now. We'll pop it in there and we put it up next to my postcard collection, don't we? Ah, well done, Flo. Just winding the gold thread in and out though of the stitches. It's just a case of, yeah, adding a little something, but in a way that, yeah, feels right for you. I've got melon as a snack today. It's nice and refreshing. It's quite a hot day here, actually. Oh, absolutely delicious. Oh, I have a little bird here from Linda. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? It's got heart wings. I'm going to go and hang it up with the other birds on the perch. How wonderful. Here they all are, all perched up. Let's see. Ah, that's it, room for a little one. There we are. Oh, lovely. It looks lovely up there. Thank you, Linda. So lovely. Shall we light a candle? Yes. Here we are. Let's just take a moment. Let's just take a nice deep breath. Lighting a candle of peace and hope today. Take care, everyone. Bye. I'll have to film this up for next time, Freddie. There you go.
Every year I take a photo of it and a little bit of garden.
I know. You can tell good times are had here, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah. It's community.
And there's no other door to it at all, you know. It's
No, little shed, and that's the veranda, would you call it? Yeah. It's a wonky shed. I know we like our wonky hearts. It's a wonky shed. Here's the produce I bought back. I love peas straight from the pod. Reminds me of when I was a little girl and I used to grow these little dried flowers. They grow dry. Hang them upside down and the stems will dry too. Oh, it's hot, isn't it, Fred? Oh, I know.